Val Jean, and this is my world, at least the way I see it. If you are happy with the current administration, please walk on by. This is not the channel for you. If you are not happy and you want something to do about it, pull up a chair, grab a seat, uh, get a pencil and a piece of paper because we do give homework. I see there's fam in the chat, and sorry I'm late. I was over at Reese's. The Congress just finished voting on the Epstein files, and the yays won. They only had one nay. They had five people who didn't vote. I don't know where they were because that one representative was there with her baby so that she could vote. I don't think it was the representative from Colorado because she didn't look like the lady I remember from January, but this lady also had her baby and she came in and she voted. So kudos to everybody. They were yelling that Fetterman was the nay vote, but Fetterman is a Senate. Oh, it was a Democrat that voted nay. So they're trying to figure out who that Democrat was so that when he comes up for his reelection, we vote him out. That's where we are today. Let me see who is here so we can get this show on the road. There's my cousin Michelle. How you doing? Jeanette is working and lurking. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Camille, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for coming across to the other side of the YT. I appreciate that. Dinky Jen is here. How you doing, sweetie? Happy happy or hump day? This is pre-hump day. What is EBT? That's the electronic. I don't know what it stands for, but it's the SNAP stuff we've been talking about. I don't know. Michelle, what does EBT stand for? Leslie, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? There she is. Thank you, my cousin. I got some. I sit here, I don't look as. EBT stands for Electronic Benefits. It's the food stamp program. We used to get the little, not we, they used to get the little packs of booklets that looked, they were similar to raffle tickets. You'd go to the store, you'd get your purchases, and then you would, they had denominations on them. You would count out your denominations, tear them out of the book, and hand them to the cashier. Um, Toilet paper, Kleenex, I think cleaning supplies. There were certain things that were not covered with the food stamps. You could only get food. So people would sell some of their food stamps to get money so they could buy toilet paper and whatnot. The government got upset about people selling their food stamps. And they're like, well, how am I supposed to get toilet paper? So they started sending out an electronic card and you reload your card, excuse me, every month when you get your benefits, they put it on your card and then you take it and use it at the store. Excuse me. One lady I saw this morning got her card hacked in the middle of the night and she has a zero balance. I don't know how they hacked her card. I'm not that bright. She was unhappy. Roberta, welcome in. You're sitting in the corner with hot cider with something something in it. I may have to come sit over in the corner with you because this is not working. I was good until you know what? I hadn't talked until I came in here. I might not have been good. Shorty's mother called me on a rant this morning. I told her the roads were wet. I would talk to him later. Roberta, I saw that they said that Clay Higgins was the no vote, but I don't know how anybody knows that he is the no vote because they were voting live. So I don't know that much about it, but I saw that they said it was Clay Higgins. I don't know, so I did not say that. But like I said, first they said it was Fetterman, and I said no. Well, first a Republican voted nay, and later on they changed their vote. Then a Democrat voted nay. Everybody said it was Fetterman, and we kept putting in the chat that Fetterman is a senator. He is not voting now. So then they came up with Clay Higgins. And I just put that they were, throwing balls. So I don't know. Uh yes, thank you, Michelle. No, Clay Higgins is a Democrat. Okay. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, that it's a Republican who voted. No, it's the Republican changed their vote. And then a Democrat came in and voted nay and did not change their vote. So there is one Democratic nay vote. Oh, Clay Higgins is a Republican? Well, heavens. I don't know. We'll have to go through the congressional rolls after everything is recorded and see who it was. Coley, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Electronic benefits transfer. Thank you. I learn something new on every live. I really do. This is the food stamp benefits in a debit card form for the food stamps, so you can't sell it. No, non food products and nothing that is immediate consumption. Yeah, they're trying to take snacks off of there now. Hi, Pip. How are you? Oh, no, we're getting started. We were just talking about the vote. Chris, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How is everybody feeling today? How are you feeling, Pip? And thank you for the picture of the poncho for the other channel because it was pretty. If she shops on it, it could be hacked. If she shops online. Oh. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that is really sad. I will take a little something something. Roberta says, Jeanette. No, Jeanette, you're working. You cannot have a little something something until after you clock out and after you go home. Once you get off the streets and in the privacy of your own home, then you can put a little something something and something in your cup. I'll co-sign that for you. There are entire TikTok channels teaching people how to hack the. Oh my gosh. That's sad. That is so sad. Like the TikTok channels that were teaching people how to hack the Kias with a USB cord. That's horrible. There are so many other things they could teach people to do that are productive. And you have to use the cash aid option for those essentials still. Only food with food stamps. Keep in mind, cash aid has to be repaid. This one lady showed, now she didn't tell what state she was in, but she showed where she went to Dollar Tree and they accepted her EBT card and she was able to get snacks for her kids at Dollar Tree. So I guess, when you go to Dollar Tree, see if they have a little sign in the door that says EBT welcome. Cause she had the snacks in the bags. She had potato chips, fruit roll-ups, muffins, and juice. Jen says, we have snow in the UK. My area is supposed to get it tomorrow morning. Not looking forward to the first S word. We had thunderstorms last night. My electricity went out twice. Then I went to bed. I don't know what happened after that. You need something stronger than that. Yeah, oh no. Roberta says, okay, there were two nay, which were changed. Then Higgins voted no and remained. There were some no votes. Okay. I had seen one Republican and one Democrat. But then they took the Republican off. Another one might have come on. I was busy. Okay, they had 15 minutes to vote, and I was sitting there watching how many people that there's still word to vote, because it's like we're going to run out of time here, and they did go over. Chris says, FYI, Walmart has changed food stamp eligible foods. Of course they would. Of course they would. Thanks for that, Chris. I'm sure somebody on the replay is going to need to know that. Roberta says, Jeanette, I couldn't find a whiskey bottle. Michelle says, yes, it's scary out there. There is a channel out there for every girl. See, only good should be out there. They should not be allowed to put bad things out there. They really shouldn't. Roberta says, Chris, they get updated on a monthly basis at Walmart. Monthly? Oh my gosh. Michelle says, I will remain quiet only because Pip might take my cup. You will have that cup drained by the time Pip gets home. Yeah, that is good to know. Camille says, OMG, it's so ridiculous to not want to let people that need to eat whatever the F they want to. How pathetic. What gets me, the new secretary of, I guess it's agriculture, that oversees with SNAP, says they found 186,000 unalive people in red states that were still getting their monthly stipend. So they are going to have everybody. Well, you know what? Let me do it this way. Let me let the people tell you, because they can tell you better than I can. Everybody, hold that thought. Let me do these three. I worked front end supervisor for 10 years. Ooh, gosh. Waiting to see what they do with my free phone. Hold that thought. Got you, Roberta. Apple Crown Royal. Got it on sale. Leslie. Apple. Girl. Okay. Hold that thought. Hold. No, we're going to do this one. It looks different over here.
Asking me about December benefits. Now, the USDA Food and Nutrition Service issued guidance to states on Friday after the government funding bill was passed on November 12th to resume normal operations, including returning to regular schedules for December payments. So, if guys, I told you the government right now is funded through September of 2026. So the temporary disruptions that we had with the government shutdown and with everything that's going on, we should be good at least until September of 2026. Now, for those, so which means that the monthly schedule for December, you'll get paid your benefits as normal. So you should receive your full monthly benefit amount in December. Any remaining portion of November benefits that were delayed due to the shutdown should have already been issued or will have been added to the EBT cards before your December cycle begins at all. So I hope this helps and give you a little bit more security and you're not stressed out that you will get your normal December benefits. It doesn't matter about the government shutdown, what happens in January. EBT is funded through September of 2026. Now, there still may be work requirements and things going on, but we're about to discuss that as well.
Guys, in yesterday's video, we talked about how the USDA Agriculture Secretary is wanting more audits done, as well as for most SNAP recipients to reapply for benefits. You can watch the past two videos. But in New Mexico, the GOP asked for a fraud examination.
This is in the description. This is Shalae Morgan. She has a lot of videos on YT about benefits and what's going on, and she's done in-depth research. And she says if you have not gotten all your benefits, put it in the chat, because she wants to know what states are lagging. Roberta says, Leslie, I very rarely drink, but found a smoky Green Mountain bourbon. My brother-in-law found a cream bourbon, and he makes root beer floats with it. Whoo, it's good. Leslie says, I'm the same way, but very often and not very often and not much. That's me. I'm a lightweight. USDA is in control of SNAP and WIC. Who's the Department of Agriculture in charge of? Because they were in charge of something or other during the shutdown. SNAP eligible fruit and veggies, fresh frozen canned, meat, poultry, fish, fresh frozen canned. Okay, so that's the outer aisle. So if you want to go in between, oh, they're so sad. But the people getting, the 1% who are getting the tax breaks can buy anything they want, anytime they want. In North Carolina, there's an audit every year in October. Some states have them every 3 to 6 months. Michelle says dairy. Milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, and ice cream are eligible. Oh, I'd be good with the ice cream. Thank you. Yes, Michelle. But a lot of foods are no longer affordable. I don't know if I clipped it. Theoretically, they're negotiating with Argentina, Colombia, Guatemala, and somebody else to import lower priced fresh fruits and vegetables so that the poor people can afford them, regular people. Since they're lowering the benefits, they're trying to get lower cost fruits and vegetables. Breads and cereals, all varieties of breads, rice, oats, and cereals are included. Snacks, chips, candy, and food snacks are eligible. They were saying that they are going to make those ineligible. That's what they said. I don't know yet. Roberta says, Chris, there are ways around it. Not the healthiest, but not garbage either. Frozen foods are actually at the top of the chain, because when they harvest the foods, they take them in and they freeze them then. So they are fresher than actually the fresh fruits and vegetables that have to be loaded up on trucks and carted off. However, Argentina has a huge hand, foot, and mouth disease issue. Anything they send may be infected. Oh, yeah, they're trying to kill off the... Thanks, Pip. I had heard that, but I had forgotten. Yeah, we don't want food from them. That was it. The Argentinian beef. That was it. Thank you, Roberta. That was it. Yeah, we don't want any. And then that's where there's... But they sent $2 billion there. Heavens. Beverages, non-alcoholic beverage, including soda and bottled water, are eligible also. Seeds and plants. Plants? You can purchase seeds and plants that produce food for your household. Well, that's good to know. Dinky Jen says, I have noticed empty shelves of our favorite meals. I guess people have either been stockpiling again like 2020, or suppliers are not making certain products. Well, if the products come from here, we might not be exporting them. This is the list as of right now. Thank you so very much. It was billion with a B. When did they up it to trillion? Because they originally had asked for 20 billion, and somehow or other we sent 40 billion. When did it become a T? But we can't fund Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, and any of the social programs that our Americans, make America great again, need. Hold on. I may be. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that $2,000 Doge check. Camille says it says billions. I got something right. Thank you. I had heard billions. I wanted to know, when did the trillions come in, but Lord have mercy. Michelle says, keep in mind that if you want to grab freeze-dried foods, Mountain House, a U.S.-based company, is on sale 40 to 50% off on Amazon. I haven't checked other shopping spots, but these are good to store. Mountain House, freeze-dried foods. Thank you, Michelle. Chris is asking if tariff rates are impacting food imports. I believe so. I believe so. He's still playing with the numbers. Now that is funny, Roberta. I mistook B. Okay, see, it's not just me. Yay! I'm not in this by myself. Okay, Roberta says, Michelle, Mountain House is okay, but not sustainable. Good for hiking and high calorie needs. Oh. Michelle says, I am in the very early process of starting my urban prep channel. I realize I need to do this week. Okay. Next we have Shawn Blazington. He is also in the description. EBT crackdown. You must reapply. No more food stamp fraud allowed, so they say. I don't really. I'm just going to be quiet. Because I don't know. I don't know where they got that number from. Because that sounds like the, what was it? 144 something unalive people that were getting Social Security checks every month. I don't know where they get these numbers. I'm so confused. I think they just make them up.
Are you using y'all EBT card correctly? Because I just want to make sure y'all getting all the benefits. When I tell you EBT have so many offers on that ProPay app, I mean, if you're trying to be a CNA, they help with that. You trying to get Amazon cheaper, they help with that. Even Walmart has offers for EBT. I know a lot of people have their card and never use any of these things, but when you on low income, they try to help you the best way they can. A lot of people don't want to call and ask and, do the homework on it, but it's most definitely worth it. If you download the ProPal app, you will be able to see a lot of the offers they are offering y'all just in the app. It is hard out here right now, and I feel like if they offering some benefits, y'all better be taking them. Call the number that's on the back of your card, or if you have a number directly to your caseworker, ask them. It is their job to let you know about any offers that EBT has, even down to the internet. $10 internet? Oh, okay.
I don't understand this, and I don't know if any of the rest of you are upset about it, but
So I went over to Propel. I went to Mr. Google, who you know I'm mad about, but I went over and looked at the Propel app because I was like, okay, what is this? And it says your benefits made easier, the simplest way to check your EBT balance, save money, and much more. So I said, okay. So I scrolled down trying to figure out if this would benefit anybody. Hi, Paul. Welcome in. We're talking about the Propel app that might stretch your EBT card a little bit. And they have this nice little third going around telling you some of the things they do, how you can check your balance easily. You can save money on valuable offers, stay up to date on your benefits, protect your balance, and they have reviews. You can download the app for free. So when I got down to the FAQs and everything, I looked at that. And then I started trying to see what was going on here. And I scrolled all the way down to the bottom, and they have a list of states. So I clicked on Missouri. And when I clicked on Missouri, so they've got all the states here. I clicked on Missouri, and they gave me the Propel Guide to EBT in Missouri. You can get all your questions answered. You can see what's going on. You can see how can you apply for them. What do you need to do to renew them? When will you get them? How do you replace a stolen card? It's just everything at your fingertips. If you don't want to call, if you're not like me and Michelle, and you don't want to do peopling, you can download the app and you can get a lot of things answered yourself. What is the monthly income limit? You can report your changes online. So that is something to consider. And I know since they've been cutting a lot of the staff, you'll be on hold forever. This might be one resource where you don't have to sit on hold. And the link is in the description. Jen says, it's British food that is out of stock. We rarely buy overseas food. Well, how did that happen? What's going on over there? Camille says, the rich not paying a fair share of taxes is food stamp fraud, in my opinion. Mine too. Mine too. The more money you have, the less money you pay. And then you don't want the people who are paying the most in taxes to get anything. Roberta says, if anyone knew how hard it is to get EBT, there is really very little fraud. That's what I was thinking, because if you have to recertify every 3 to 6 months with a caseworker, that's why I said I don't know where they got that number from. Michelle says, Roberta, you can create meals from the number 10 canned foods and store them in shelf-stable canning jars. Adding oxygen absorbers help you keep them stable for at least a year. Okay. The air is where the number comes from, VJ. Like, I don't know where they're getting these numbers. Hi, Paul. Wow, didn't know that. I thought I was pretty good at finding resources. I just happened to look up on it today when I was looking for the changes in the SNAP, and then there's saying that people have to go back to work, but it's not really that bad because you only have to work 20 hours a week. That's 4 hours a day. You put your baby on the bus, you send your baby to school, you go to Walmart or Dollar Tree or wherever, you run the cash register for 4 hours, you come back home, you get your baby off the bus. It's a done deal. Because most babies only go to school half a day. You're gone and back by the time your baby gets home. If your baby only goes to school for 3 hours and you have to cut it short, you might have to work a little bit on Saturday. But 20 hours is not bad. That's from somebody who used to work 40 hours a week. Yeah, welcome home. Glad you're here. Roberta says, yes, Michelle, I cook once a week now if energy allows and freeze in single servings. I used to do that when I was working. I did batch cooking and put them in the freezer. Paul says, I've never had food shipped. I only have things like protein bars and protein powders shipped. I've never really had food shipped unless it's something like licorice or my tea. They have a Tortuga Jamaican rum cake that I used to buy when I was working. I haven't even bought it lately. Roberta says, Michelle, I've been doing that since my divorce. There you go. I did it while I was working. Really, Paul, I get it, but we have to source food in any way we can. But, Paul, you grow a lot of your food, don't you? Do I remember you said you had a big garden? Michelle says, I am sorry. I have always been a food prepper because I am always busy. Now the kids are older. I have fallen off. I am getting back to it and showing others how to make meals at an accessible price. Thank you, Michelle. Roberta says, Paul, the benefit of shopping online is you can meal prep and look for coupons, deals, buy one, get one, etc. Then you only order once a week and shop all week? Is that what you meant to say? You only order once a week and shop all week? You order once a week, you cook once a week, and you eat all week. There's that Trump math again. I love that. Chris says, but I'm not allowed to earn even that much before losing benefits. Then you're exempt. They said that those that are disabled, and they had the stipulations of who cannot work. And I know some people getting Medicare, you can only make a certain amount of money per week before they start cutting into your Medicare, Social Security, Medicare. Roberta says, Michelle, all my good recipes are for 4 to 6, and I'm not good at scaling down. So that's when I learned. Yeah. Or I got my handy calculator and my conversions and my substitutions. Roberta says, shop by putting things in and out of the online cart. Then hit that order button once a week. Gotcha. Okay, I got you. Thank you for explaining that. That way I'm a week ahead in planning. We get these grocery ad inserts in our mail once a week, and I would sit down and go through the ad and see what was on sale, and I would circle what I wanted to buy that my kids would eat, and then I would write down the meals that I would plan my meals out by what was on sale. And I'd go to the store, buy what was on sale, come home, prep the meal, put it in the freezer. And when I got up in the morning, I would take it out of the freezer, put it in the refrigerator. And when I got home from work, I would microwave it while the kids were changing their clothes and dinner was ready. Paul says, our town has a Safeway and Family Dollar. There is an Amazon distribution center about 40 minutes from here, but haven't tried it. Yeah, it depends upon what people have taken back if it's at the distribution center, I believe. But if you've got a Safeway and a Family Dollar, you're good. You are really good. Camille says, we aren't good at planning meals at all, but when he makes from scratch, it lasts us 2 to 3 days, family of 3. Okay. That's a plan. Roberta says, yes, VJ, same thing you did, but online, and some places offer special coupons midweek. Our papers will say sale Wednesday and Thursday only, or they'll have a Wednesday meat special. So instead of going to the store on Monday, if you want the Wednesday meat special, you just wait until Wednesday to go do your shopping. Unless you don't mind going a couple times a week. That's not my testimony. Yeah, that is still good, Camille. Our garden is pretty small so far, but was for winter. That's okay. Greens, once the frost has hit them, are actually sweeter. Same shopping, VJ, just online now. Gotcha. I understand. I got it now. So, dear sweet Miss Roberta. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Roberta says, I just ordered Thanksgiving dinner, all sides, and whole chicken for $40. Where did you order that from? That's a great deal. Must have been typing, Roberta. I jump through all the Safeway hoops and do fairly well. Awesome. That is fantastic, Paul. That is fantastic. Our dear sweet darling Miss Roberta sent me the pantry stocking in 12 weeks. The link for this is in the description below. It's the Hearts Home. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta share this. Let me go over here and make sure you can see it. No, you cannot. Okay. My bad. It's the... Oh, man. Hearts Home Content. You know I don't remember what I just read. God almighty. HeartsContentFarmHome.com. So I went there. I did the search for a 12-week pantry. And these 5 little things came up. So I clicked on the how to stock your pantry for a year. So now I know where they got the quantities. This is for a year because I was reading the quantities and I was like, there is no way. So I clicked on that and then this is what came up. What the hey? Okay. This is what came up. But my tab has switched. Hold on. Might be above. If you get dizzy, close your eyes. Okay, here we go. Build your supplies 1 week at a time. And the reason I was confused because they said canned vegetables, 8 cans, mix of peas, corn, beans, and I'm like, how long is 8 cans supposed to last? Then you've got your fruit, 4 cans, 5 pounds of rice, 20 pounds of pasta, a gallon of olive oil, canned tomatoes. You get 8 cans for week. This is week 2. 6 cans of tuna, 2 pounds of beans, 5 pounds of flour. And I'm sitting there going, okay. Then you have a liter of vegetable oil. And I said, well, didn't you just tell me to buy a gallon of olive oil? So this oil is going to sit there and get rancid, huh? But if you have a family, this is a great stockpile, and you build your pantry 1 week at a time. Close your eyes. I'm going to scroll up. If you don't want to do it weekly, she's got open your eyes. She's got them in steps. Like step 4 is remember shelf life, which is what I was just saying. And then she tells you white rice over brown rice. White rice has a longer shelf life due to lower oil content, but brown rice is more healthy for you. So she gives you the pros and cons on selecting what you're going to buy. Close your eyes. I'm going up again. Yes, I'm Asian. I read from the bottom. Okay, open your eyes. She gives you suggestions on your frozen foods, your fresh beef, turkey, chicken, 25 whole chickens, 100 quarts of milk, butter, fruits, and vegetables. Then she goes through your household and personal needs. Your dried foods, 50 pounds of dried eggs. I don't remember the last time I had dried eggs, but they're good to have on hand. Close your eyes. Okay, open your eyes. Then she tells you about your baking and cooking essentials. So unless you plan on being off the grid, you might not need to buy in these quantities, but it's up to you. Then she gives you your canned foods listed, per item, per quantity. So this is good if you have a family of, I guess, 4 to 6. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. That being said, here's a great starting place. This is for a family of 2 adults and 2 children. So that's 4. Obviously, adjust for your family size and preferences. But this little lady she's got pretty graphics, but I was flipping around here. Her homepage, well, I can do it from here. She's got recipes. She's got sourdough recipes. She has her about page, and then she has homemaking. And I believe she also has a YouTube channel. Yes, she does. Okay, let me give you her YouTube channel. I had not gotten that far. So it's a nice little resource, and thank you, Roberta. And this lady has 500, she has 50.5 thousand subscribers and 158 videos. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Oh, I guess you can't see that one, can you? Sorry about that. She's got soap making, canning, and bread making, weekly tutorials from a homestead kitchen. Okay, go on with your bad self. The best homemade soap. Create your own soap recipes. Oh my goodness. Organizing a working kitchen. So, easy oatmeal honey bread. That sounds good. And I love me. I've been saying that I'm going to make a sourdough starter and make sourdough bread. Have I done it? Nope. Look, and this is just what I need. I wanted to know how to dry basil because I brought my basil plant in. So, yeah, I have to look at that so I can dry my basil. Mango butter soap. That sounds good. Mango butter actually sounds like something you should put on a put on the dinner roll. So that's another resource we can tap into. This Camille says she ain't either stocking no pants, still spam. Oh Lord. Roberta says Food Lion online. Food Lion. Never heard of them, but what do I know? Pebbles should be here when we talk about all this online food. I hope she catches the replay. Camille says, we buy HEB brand. It's good if you... We don't... Well, HEB is in Texas, correct? Because we don't have them here in... Well... HEB, I think we have them in Columbia. Nope, there are no HEB stores in Missouri. There's something else near Columbia, but I don't remember what that is. Michelle says, Paul, check out some of the coupon channels for ideas/deals on items you need. Here we go. Michelle, Pantry Stoch. Thank you, sweetheart. Store brands are definitely hit and miss. Yeah, it depends upon the store brand and where it comes from, because some store brands are actually the regular brand and they just put a different label on it. Michelle says, heartscontentfarmhouse.com. Thank you, baby girl. That's my cousin. Michelle says, yes, I agree, Paul, but you can always switch between the two. And sometimes if you put the two together, the good one overpowers the bad. You have to add a little more seasoning. That's a 12-week plan to stock for long term. I got it. I understood. You go through 5 pounds of rice a month. Oh my goodness. Really? You don't have a pantry? Do you live in an apartment? Paul says, I get the ones that are good and the ones I don't like, I don't buy anymore. There you go. Roberta says, olive oil for cooking, vegetable oil for deep frying. Leslie, if you have like a spare closet or if you're in an apartment and you have a spare closet, Pebbles has gotten totes and she's packed her food in the closet. She said she's made a root cellar. Or if you have a yard, you can dig a hole and make a root cellar. That's what they used to do back in the Depression. Chris says, I don't have room for all that. What if you are one person? Then you buy one or you buy two. That's all you need. You buy the small bottles of spices. Yep, pantry can be thank you very much, Roberta. Darcia, welcome in. How the heck are you? I haven't seen you all month. I hope everything is well with you. Yeah, divide the quantity because that's for 2 adults and 2 children. So divide by 4. And that's for long term too. So kind of judge how much you eat per week and buy for 6 months. Yes, welcome home. I know that I'm living in a child's bedroom at a friend's house. Ooh, we are crammed in here. Our fridge is sitting outside instead in the garage where I would prefer. How do you keep people from going into your fridge and taking your food? If it were me, I would put one of the cars in the driveway and put the food in the garage, but that's just me. You're living in a child's bedroom at a friend's house. Then you get some of those little under the bed totes, and you have to buy, the smaller cans or whatever that will fit in there, and you just roll them under the bed. All you can do is all you can do. I don't store/freeze whole milk, but we do have dry milk. Frozen milk is not bad for cooking. It makes good soups and sauces and breads. It makes good pancakes. Grab your notebook and be sure that you have hit the like button. Thank you. Period. Either love or hate spam. We went to an Italian restaurant for brunch, and they had fried spam on the menu. I said, no, thank you. We don't have a pantry. Most new houses here don't have pantries. It's okay if you have a Victorian house. I could convert our old cold room into a pantry, but it's full of mom's paints and DIY, etc. Is it possible to get those shelving units and put in there and have her DIY on one side and have food on the other side? Oh, people either love them or hate it. I got it. Let me see. I don't know if you have these in the UK. That's Chrome. We don't want Chrome. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Dinky Gin. We have things like this. The chrome ones are high. You don't want those, but you can get like the plastic ones here at Temu. You can get these metal ones. And a lot of times these are on sale for $15-$20. And you can get, 3 or 6 of these and put them along the wall like this. And put your mother's DIY on one side and put the food on the other side. Whatever type of shelving you have in the UK. I need to get some more for my garage because I don't have enough. Oh, we were talking about plants. That's a great idea for plants. I might put another one. I think I have 2 downstairs. I can put one in the kitchen for my plants and put one more in the garage because I've got 2 in the garage and I've still run out of room. But see how big your cold room is and see what will fit in there. Oh, good luck. I have to go to the dentist on Thursday. My dad made me eat that. They thought they were doing something for us back then. Now, remember that these are starter suggestions. You can adjust for your own needs. Yep. Remember that. These are just general ideas. And a lot of times these are prepper people that go off the grid and they kind of just insulate themselves. Plus, they're getting ready for whatever's coming. Leslie says, I don't have the space whatsoever. This can be used later when I can actually get out of this house. How long ago did you? 2:46. 10 minutes. Yeah, try the under the bed storage units. You can't do canned tomatoes? What about chili? Leslie, it's a good resource for later and just scale down for now, right? Food Lion is a southern thing. I'm in the Midwest, Mid-South, Mid-somebody. It depends upon who's talking about Missouri where I end up. Yeah, we don't have them locally. But she said online, so I was thinking it might be something like Costco online. Camille says, I thought I was doing good stocking 8 canned goods of each vegetable and fruit. Scale it down to your family. It's very similar to Safeway. Oh, okay. Leslie says, been doing that. I have to deal with a male who is too lazy to pick up after himself. So the kitchen and restrooms are constantly filthy. He was supposed to clean up the garage about a year ago. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm gonna pray for you, Leslie, because that's hard. Been there, done that, got the battle scars to prove it. That's hard, and I'm so sorry you're going through that. Can we get HEB brand online and have shipped to local store? You would have to speak to your local store and see if they would accept them. That's a good question. Let's see what we can find over here with Mr. Google. I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, hold on. This will be our last search. I don't want to keep everybody too long, and I don't know if Sis Andrea is going live today. Can HEB canned foods be shipped? Oh, out of state. I did not tell you I was in Missouri. Yes. The online store, which ships thousands of products, including canned and shelf-stable foods nationwide, the only online store to 46 states in the continental U.S. and APO, FPO. Oh, Lord, okay. See if we can get this, if this works. Why are you taking me to Facebook?
Watch out, Memphis. Texas barbecue's coming.
Hush.
Yeah, if you had the blues before, just wait till you...
You're going to get me in trouble. Miss Texas, are we sharing this tab? No, we're not. Mi- Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take you with me. It's not working real good. Here we go. Let's see. Miss Texas, we've got your back. You can now ship your favorite HEB products like barbecue sauce. Oh, really? And jalapeno grill racks to your doorstep nationwide and to APO/FPOs. Plus, get free shipping on your order now through 131, but this was 2017 with code. Well, we stopped reaching the code. No minimum order required. Oh. Well, hot dog here. Let's see. So that's HEB. So they said online store, so it'd be heb.com. Sign up or log in, shopping list help. See, make sure you all are over here with me. Yes, you are. Thank you for coming with me. I didn't have to go looking for you. Okay, let's see if we had our shopping cart. I guess we have to put something in. I have to log on just to get to my cart. Okay, let me go back. Ready to eat. Let me see if I can put that in my cart. Add to cart. And then you have to create an account. Chris, it looks like it can be done. Okay. Great question. Thank you. Look at there. Look at you. Okay, Chris. Not your hubby. Girlfriend. Blessings on you. That is an excellent start. Nope. But it's a wonderful store brand if you're in Texas. I recommend trying it. Well, now we can have it shipped. Chris, thank you. I have 2 shelving units as my pantry. Good job, Chris. Good job. Look at you. Camille, buy what you like and stock what you can. They are not allowed to touch it. Whole other story. Leslie, I am so sorry, and I will pray that you get out of there soon. Roberta says, if you are 1 or 2 people, you get a good stock that will last a month if SHT. And if you need to use something, just replace the next shopping trip. Keeps rotation going. That's a great idea, Roberta. No room under the bed. Leslie, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with you. And I take it there's not enough room to put a shelving unit in there. Put a padlock on the fridge. We used to get the real thick macrame cords and crochet triangles and put them in the corner of the rooms for stuffed animals. You might think about putting triangles in the corners of the rooms and put your food in there. Just saying. Okay, thank you, Darcy. Appreciate you coming by. Leslie, if you can store yarn, you can store food. That has been my experience. I like spam, but you know I'm a Gen Xer. Selfish people would deliberately trigger my anxiety by moving our food around. Actually had to replace food when found it bad. I know you're in a child's room. Do you have room for one tote in there? You can put you a tote's worth of food in there. Michelle, I like Spam. Really good with hash browns and eggs. Okay. I don't know what years a Gen Xer is. I think I'm above Gen X. I don't know what I am. I'm the tail end of the baby boomers. Michelle says, yes, Roberta, we understood how to eat and be glad we had food. Spam cubes with fried apples and cabbage. I've never had that. Mom's cold room is overflowing. She needs to declutter it. I ain't touching her stuff. Yes, we have similar shelving. Okay, well, get your mom, show your mom the ideas and ask her to take one side of the room so that you can put food on the other side of the room. Tell her you'll help her. Are you doing recipes on your Purple channel, Michelle? And she says, I will be. I currently do them on Facebook. VJ is called Shift Situation. Okay. I've had my situation shifted quite a few times. Go to prep, freeze, thrive with Yes Michelle. No comment on the lazy lack of support. You notice I did not say a word. I know Leslie's got her hands full. Roberta says, everyone teased me all the time about being a prepper, but we glided through COVID without stress or outages, and we'll be okay through this. That part. That part. It did me good to have a depression grandmother. And that's Michelle's testimony too. Roberta says, VJYT keeps correcting me. It's stuff hits the fan. I knew what you meant, and that's why I skipped over it, because I knew I couldn't say it. But you know we got that little emoji down there. I don't have the emoji here because I'm on what's his face. But we have the little poop emoji, so you can put it on there because he will. Let me see. I still got Reset open. Maybe he'll let me. Yeah. Can I copy? Control C. I didn't know we had pink. We got pink poop. Paste. Oh, crikeys. Hold on, I gotta go to YT. It's not going to let me do this here. The limitations of streaming live, I must say. No. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh my God. We have this one and we have this one. It will not let me copy and paste. There. We have a zip up. Yeah. You don't see anything about Ola Joe? Okay. Okay. Sugar honey iced tea. The first time Michelle said sugar honey iced tea to me, I knew I had heard it before, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I'm like, sugar honey ice. Oh, yes, exactly. I understood it, but I knew I couldn't say it. I think Family Dollar has a thing where you can order and have stuff shipped to store. A lot of the stores do, but you have to be careful. They make you buy a whole case. I was looking at Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, one of them one day. I wanted some yarn or something, and whatever I was looking at, I had to buy a whole case of it. I couldn't just buy one or two items. So when you shop there, just watch your quantities. But yeah, they do. They ship to the store and you can go pick it up. And just so you know, Caxton 5-tier wire shelving units sell from Wally World at $37.99. Thank you. Wow, I didn't even know they did that. You're welcome, Chris. Camille, thank you for the idea, because you gave us the idea. Chris stepped up on it, and we went looking, and look what we found out. And barbecue sauce is in glass jars, so they know. Hopefully, everything comes intact. And I have ordered barbecue sauce from Amazon, and they wrap it in bubble wrap when they put it in the box, and I have not had one break yet. Yes, Leslie, we'll send you lots of prayers and love, and baby, I hope you get out of there, because that's aggravating. That really is. Paul, Dollar Tree also, but I don't know about the food. I don't know about the food either. Yes, Paul, but for yarn, it's by the case only. I was right. If they take the rest of their crap. We'll pray for you, Leslie. We have a cooler prepped for hurricane season. Would that help? As a matter of fact, it depends upon how much room you've got in that room. If you can get a cooler in that room, get you some dry ice and put it in that cooler, and it will keep your food cold for a couple of weeks. And dry ice is not that expensive. Michelle says if you can get a tote in your room and add a pillow on that, you have seating. It's outside on top of the fridge. Well, get it down and bring it in the house. Sunitha, welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you? You got poop and an umbrella? You might, given your room's limitations, you may have to move some things around. You might have to shift some of the things that are under the bed. If you have small things under the bed, like yarn or shoes or whatnot, you might have to make those little hanging triangles and put them there so that you can put your food under the bed. You just might have to shift things. I have to go. The baby is being a little demanding. Bye, Michelle. Thank you so much for coming. We're getting off of here as soon as I finish these comments. And thank you so much for everything. Roberta says, I can never find the right emoji. They have a search on there. Just type in POO and they come right up. Because I can never find the right emoji. I do a search on there. Michelle says, love to all, and tell her I said that I love her when she gets down here. I was looking for poop. Oh, see, Sunitha got the pink poop. You are so welcome. Yes, have a good day. Her baby and her dog are always doing something. There's Sugar. Oh, look at Sunitha. It's a good barbecue sauce. I've never had it. I get Sweet Baby Ray's honey jalapeno, honey chipotle is really good. That's new to me. Now I get it. Yep, going to work is my freedom. I understand. I really do. And since you work, Leslie, you might think about putting one of those garden sheds in the backyard with the padlock on it. You put your stuff out there and you padlock it. And keep the key around your neck. The only thing I don't like of theirs is the peanut butter, but I'm picky with my pea. I know, I love the Smucker's all natural chunky. But since we're boycotting people, I have to boycott Smuckers, which hurts my feelings because I really like that peanut butter. Roberta says, I will have to get a list together of our hurricane kit. It's a 2-week ready kit. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, remember, we started shopping in November to get ready for inauguration. Why are we putting food in our bedroom? Because the people that she lives with moves her food around and gives her anxiety, and she's had to throw food out because it's gone bad and she couldn't find it. And we're trying to make her things more secure for her. You're welcome. Sweet, yeah, I like Sweet Baby's Rays. The space you're in. Yeah, see if you can get why does that sound like an airplane coming up my street? Because if it's coming up the street, I'm leaving here and I'm leaving you all. That's horrible. And I moved out of the flight path. Not since last Monday. Oh, Lord. Oh, you were the one who was furloughed. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Girl, you catching it all the way around. Yeah, see about digging. Is it? Oh, yeah, because you've got a garage, so it's probably a house. See about digging you a root cellar, girlfriend. It is 3:18, and I want to thank everybody who has spent this last hour and 17 minutes with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Thank you all for coming by. Chris and Camille, thank you for the great suggestions. Everything that we have shown here today is in the description. The one site, HEB, and the YouTube channel for the home show is in the chat. I worry about medication still being okay. Can we discuss this soon? Yes, we can. And you know what? We had talked about that before because, but we can talk about it again. Good night, Dinky Jen. Thank you so much for coming. See you tomorrow. We had talked about that a lot of medications we can't hold on to because if they're a controlled substance, they will only refill them at a certain interval. So if you're supposed to get so many pills once a month, they're not going to let you get it in 3 weeks. You got to wait till that 4th week. But yeah, we'll do that again. Next week is Thanksgiving. We will have Whip It Wednesday on VJ's Crochet. We will not have Val Jean's World because I got family coming in for Thanksgiving. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are not going to meet. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. We will do a long Wednesday and Friday the following week. Roberta says, Leslie, apply for SNAP now so you can get in there. It takes a bit. That's a good idea, Roberta. Camille says, y'all take care. See you soon. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good topic. Yeah, we'll do that the following week. No, it'll be the week after that. I'll have to see. I think they're all leaving the following Tuesday. I already spoke to caseworker this AM. Awesome. The T-Rump is making changes to some of, because I was looking into it today and they had not come up with their plan yet. They keep saying we are going to, but they don't have anything in writing yet. That's why I wanted info in here. You are very welcome. I'm glad we came up with this. Yes, no joke. Oh yes. Roberta, you got a funny for us to sign off with? Thank you so much, Chris. I had forgotten. Marilyn should have our EBT today. Not seen it yet. Okay, Pebbles. Pebbles, how long have you been here? Did you get everything? Because I was talking about you earlier. I said I hope you got the replay. You sent me. Oh, you want? Okay. That. Okay. That is funny. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Yeah, she sent me a thing. She sure did. Ooh, child, Roberta. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm not gonna read the chat, but I want to thank everybody. You all are fantastic, and we'll talk about medications when we meet again. Where is my messenger? There we go. Because I'm talking. You all know I'm talking. Okay. Let's see if I can get this sap sucker to blow up. Okay, pause. Hold on. Can I get volume? Okay, that's the volume. Okay, let me... Un momento, por favor, because I had just closed my share. Because we have to leave on a happy note. Okay, can I get this any bigger? Yes. Is there sound, Roberta? Because I don't have any. Oh, there we go. It says, me actively losing my mind, but I don't have time for mental breakdown. So I gaslight myself into feeling better. It's the scream that gets you. Okay, please watch the replay because we were giving tips on how to extend your EBT card. Might help. And Pebbles. We discovered that HEB will ship food to your home. So you can go to heb.com, you can order your food and you can have it shipped to your home. Remember we talked about last week how to get food to you? They will ship the food to you. Yeah, we did the thing today, Pebbles. We did the thing today. And Chris is laughing at me. I found a great music channel to watch on YT playing for a change. Y'all will like it. Features musician worldwide. Okay, Pebbles, thank you so very much. Great info, everybody. I want to thank everybody who has been here, everybody who keeps coming back. You all are the best. Put your feet up, get a snack, and I will see you all later. Take care now. Bye-bye.